Hello and welcome back to this channel. Today we're having a conversation with Miss Shahara Hussain, a seasoned professional, and I would let her introduce herself while I ask the questions.
Hello, my name is Shahara Hussain. A lot of my friends and family, they call me Shaz, and I am with Sadiq today, and he's going to interview me, so hopefully you'll get some answers and motivate you too.
All right, can you walk us through your career journey, like how you started?
Okay, yeah. I finished school and I think I was at the age of 17 and I was ready to go to further education. Back then things were a little bit different. My parents were a little bit behind in education. It wasn't something that Asian girls were able to do very much back then. So the option was to work. My dad wanted me to work. So I went into work as a dental nurse. And that was my first job at the age of 17. But while I was working, I was still interested in furthering my studies. So while I was working, I took a day out every week, and that day I went into education. So I was studying alongside working.
All right, thank you for that. So what were some early influences or experiences that shaped your career?
The dentist I was working with, he was a local dentist, and everybody in the community, they all knew him, they all went to him. My family and friends, they all knew him as well. My auntie worked for him, so I had a little bit of leadership from my auntie. So I think the dentist, he also molded me as a trainee dental nurse. He wanted to make sure I got the best of education and training, so he encouraged me into going into oral health, and that took me further into my career because I was just training and I was working, but I didn't have the understanding behind it. And while I still wanted to develop myself into education, he chose the best route for me and he encouraged me to go into that route, and he says, I want you to, Shahara, go and do a course in oral health and that will help you develop.
Okay, thank you. So at what point did you realize that was the right career path for you?
I didn't straight away. I was still young, so I was just guided at the time. I followed the best advice I got. I think about 3-4 years into my journey of this that I realized that this is good for me, and if I wanted to, I can now pursue, because I can see other nurses at this point, what they're doing in their journey. And I can see they became oral health assessors, they became hygienists. So I knew if I completed this course, I can move on to other things. That was my turning point where I thought, okay, this job is good, I'm enjoying this, and the education helped me, because without that oral health course, I can't do the other courses if I wanted to pursue.
Wonderful. So for people who may not know you, how would you describe your current roles and responsibilities?
Currently, from there, I then dropped my hours and I moved into community health. From community health, I then moved on to my current position, which is a team leader in a residential care home with challenging behaviour. So in my current role, I am one of the frontline staff. We are responsible for making sure all the residents and all the staff are safe and they're working according to guidelines and policies. We have to enable and encourage residents to make sure we've got the right enabling and motivation for the residents. We have motivating staff. We as frontline staff, we have to motivate our staff and we have to train them to enable them to give the residents the best that they can achieve out of their life.
Thank you. So what does a typical work day or week look like for you?
A typical week, every week is different. No 2 days are the same. Every week is a different challenge. Every day, as we are humans, we live a challenge every day in the same way our residents live a challenge every day. So we have to remember that we are looking after our staff and our residents and ourselves. We have to be mentally healthy and fit to enable our staff to be encouraged and they give the best to the residents. Every day is different. One day is good, one day is bad, one day could be really boring until the next day they want to do totally something very challenging. And therefore we are here to enable them to do that.
Okay, wonderful. So what skills are most critical to performing well in your role today?
The most strongest and most critical, I would say, is my strength and my communications. I think you have to be a good communicator and you have to be really strong to be able to do the best you can do. Because if I haven't got the strength, then I can't encourage my staff and my residents. So I have to be strong. If there's any problems, I have to face it first. I have to be calm, I have to be collective, and then I can think potentially how to take this further in a calm, collective way.
Thank you.